Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. This is part 2 of my trying out filaments. I am trying to get back into uh, I am getting back into the regular making videos thing. Um, and something I've been trying out recently is I'm going to be doing filaments for the first time. Did a prologue to this, which was posted yesterday, although I'm doing this video on the same day. I'm going to post it tomorrow, which is today, if you understand what I'm saying. Um, One thing I'm trying to do with the videos, while I am nowhere near and will never be a professional at them, I'm trying to make them a little bit more organized so that if somebody does want to check out something or get a feel for it, I'm going to try to stick to this where I give a listing of what the video is going to be about at the beginning. I will then copy and paste that down into the description, trying to limit each video to 3 separate things that are possibly related, Eve related or otherwise. And then at the very end of it, um, I will be posting the prior related links, possibly, and maybe some other links here. Um, and so if you do want to check out the prior video before watching this one, because it kind of explains what I'm doing a little bit more, I will be copying and pasting that into the description before I post this. But I always tend to forget unless I'm doing it on time. So I've got a shareable link and we are going to pop that in here. And then once I get done with the video and I go to post it, I will take these notes and I will just drop them into the description of the video if you want to check some stuff out. Down the road, I may throw in some other links in here for some fun stuff, just to keep myself organized and keep myself from rambling on and on about dumb stuff. So today's video is, I have never done filaments before. I've only done a little bit of research. I talked a little bit about them in yesterday's video here. Um, Today I'm going to be going out and doing my very first filament. Um, and in general, filaments are, you can read up on them all you want. There's all sorts of videos out there. I'm doing it. This is more of watching the experience of somebody who has never done it before and doesn't know it. Think of it as if Eve has just brought out the filament update and no one has ever done it before. That's the way I'm doing it. I know very little about it. I'm a little bit ahead of the game because I know what to look for, um, but I've never done one nor have even thought about trying, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, in this video, I'm going to be doing 3 things. I'm going to talk briefly about the different filament types that I know of, show you the ones that I currently have and what I'm going to be using over the next couple weeks probably. Um, then I'm going to go and try and enter abyssal space using a filament. And I think I misspelled that. I think there's 2 S's. If not, I'll fix it. Um, and then lastly, I'm going to actively do the site, hopefully while recording it. And once it's all done, whether I die or not, I will give you my thoughts as to what happened. Live, I'll probably have more thoughts in the video after that, because you get done with something and you think about it more. Just like yesterday's video, I was talking about you want to have a clean clone or an empty-headed clone with no implants in it before you do this, because if you do die, you lose your clone as well. One of the guys in the comments already replied to me and he said they call it a clean clone. I was calling it a deadhead clone. I think different people have different names, but I'm not sure which one I like better because I kind of like the idea of a deadhead, but clean clone kind of gives it more of a real understanding of what it is. So you should have a clean clone before you did this, or at least a clone that does not have any implants in it that you need. So that said, let's get onto the list here. First off, there are different types of filaments, different levels of filaments. They start from tranquil and work their way all the way up. Lowest level is your tranquil. I'm not here to explain to you everything about each one of these. Eve University does a great job of that. I only read briefly parts of it. I just wanted to figure out what was the simplest one to do, and then the next level. Um, Long story short, each one of the filaments has bonuses and minuses to it that you need to take into account. Um, the lowest level filament that you can do is what's called a tranquil filament. I have one tranquil filament. It's a tranquil gamma filament, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. I'm going to read the first paragraph here very briefly, just to give you an idea. This abyssal filament will pull a Tech 1 or a Tech 2 cruiser into a pocket of abyssal dead space with tranquil environment. And bathed in the radioactive afterglow of gamma ray burst that will reduce explosive resistance but enhance shield strength. So the only question I have with this one, and maybe it pops up with other ones, is it says it reduces explosive resistance. Is that resistance to shields? Is it resistance to armor? Is it resistance to structure? Is it all three? I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure I can look it up, but we're going to find out live. So to do so, I am going to pull up my little Vexor here, and we're going to make one more note. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll make a temp note just so I can write down very briefly what my explosive resistances are, and then as soon as I get into the system, I want to see what they change to. So explosive, my shield is at 55%, and my armor is at 22%, and my structure is at 57%. This will answer it right away. I'm sure I could look this up fairly quickly, but I've got those numbers right there for me. That said, I just had somebody enter system, so I got to be a little bit careful when I try to do this. I'm not too worried. Other things to think about other than the deadhead. I think you should probably have a timer set out, and I'm going to do that on my phone here. I'm going to set up right when I do. I don't know if there's a timer that shows in there, but I could just look at my clock. But probably a good thing is to actually have a timer on going so that you know about the 20 minutes and how long you have to do things. I'm not going to do that on this one, but probably in the future I'll get something set up with that. So you want to know what the resistances are and the bonuses are. You want to know what that is. You want to set up with the clone. You want to fly out to a saved spot to do this at. There was something else that I can't remember right now. So we're going to just go ahead and try and do this. So do I have the filament in my bay? I think I have to do it from there. So I'm going to drop it in the ship. So I have my cargo. I got a little bit of antimatter. The nice thing is this ship is, well, it's actually pretty susceptible to some explosive damage. So I got to be a little bit careful, but I am not dealing explosive damage. And if I understand it correctly, the other ships that are in the area also have to deal with the negatives. Now, their lowest levels, each as you move up in the levels of the filament, the negatives and the bonuses increase. So, being in a tranquil, I'm betting the negatives won't be that bad. But we're going to find out. So I think we're ready to go. I should probably change the name of this. Let's go. Yeah, I know exactly. Since we're doing filaments, we're going to go Philly. Any of you Philadelphia Eagles fans out there, you know what that means, just spelled with PH instead of F's. If not, we're going to go Philly, Philly for the name of it there. So save that. Good, good, good. Oh, wait, that saves the fitting, not the actual ship. Dang it! Well, we're going to fix that real quick. I think it changed the name of it. Yeah, we got to change it here. Change the name to Philly, Philly. Good, good, good. Okay. Let me do one last thing. I'm going to run a real quick Z kill board on the fellow who entered system about 5 minutes ago, because he has not left yet. So I'm just going to do a quick look and see what's up with him. So I just have a better feel. So that is Vu Edu 1-1. Okay. Just literally just looking up on Z Killboard. Looks like he's pretty snugly. He's at 95%. He's had one ship destroy. He's destroyed one ship. He's lost 9. What does he destroy? He hasn't. So the only thing looks like he's an explorer. He's flying around in probes, and then there's a thrasher there, but mostly probes. So he's probably just out scouting. I should have just told him that the 2 sites in the system are combat sites. So, okay, you guys ready? Let me just make sure I am not missing anything else. Yep. So the goal right now is to fly out and do this. A little bit frightened. Can you tell that? I'm assuming this isn't too bad, since it's like the real basic, simple one that's out there. But we're gonna find out. Let me minimize that, and let me close the main Eve entrance thingy, so maybe I get some better activity. And, oh, that's the other thing. Small little thing that you might want to think about. If you are stuck doing something that takes 20 minutes, you better have yourself ready to go. I hit the Louvre right before I did this, and I grabbed some coffee. So I should be good for the next 20 minutes. But I might want to start locking up the door so the dog doesn't bug me. She's asleep below me right now, though. Okay. So, before I do anything else, I'm going to move these drones over so they're in their own group. Let's get that a little bit smaller down here. I need to work on my overview or my UI. Ooh, a lot of this stuff. I have not flown this ship in combat yet, so I think I'm good there. This is a very, 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 very basically fit Vexor with some very low skills. So we can only get better at this. Now I'm going to fly to a safe spot. Warpity warp warp.
Warp drive active.
Just checking to see if my microphone is still working. It is. I've done that before. That's very, very frustrating. You're halfway through a video and you don't realize that the microphone shuts down. Okay, you guys, you ready? So I'm going to fly to the safe spot. I'm assuming that I activate the filament from my cargo hold. So we're here. I'm just going to get in motion. Don't like not just sitting there. Do a quick D-scan. Good. And cargo hold. Tranquil filament. So show info. Jettison. So why is that? So it's got jettison filament. Why is that there? Or use tranquil filament. I'm assuming this is the one I want to do. I'm sure this isn't too bad. And if I lose the ship, I lose the ship. I just make another one. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, so before this happens... Oh, so I still have to activate it. Okay, so I can do 1 cruiser, 2 destroyers, or 3 frigates. Cool. I have my 1 cruiser. Abyssal filament will open a trace that leads into the pocket of abyssal dead space. Once the pocket is cleared, it will return to the starting point in a normal space. So it will return right here. The pocket is classified as a tier 0 tranquil environment. A bunny slope if you're not. Bunny slope of the abyssal space. This environment is bathed in radioactive afterglow of gamma ray and affects your explosive resistance, but enhances my shield strength. Good to know. You guys ready? Let's do this. Okay, so I am here. Ooh. It's like going through a wormhole. Unknown and preventing normal sensor operation. So let's get our drones out here. And now the time is 8:57, so I've got till 9:17. I need to... Now the question... Ooh, that was the one question I had was... I'm going to start closing distance on... See, do I use a micro warp drive? Or... Okay, I'm going to kill this guy here. Hopefully. I'm going to shoot that guy there. Can I activate this group? One or more of them? Oh, shoot. I am stupid. Okay, fire, fire, fire. Oh, okay, I'll explain that later. And that's doing me absolutely nothing. Those are long-range guys. So I'm going to probably have to focus on my drones. Ooh, and my drones are getting killed. I gotta be careful then. Yeah, they took out my drones pretty quickly. Or two of them. That could be a problem. Okay, so my guns are 22. The drone bay. I gotta get these puppies back in here. Okay, 8:17 is my time. I'm sorry, 9:17 is my time I gotta watch out for. Okay, got my drone back in. I really kind of messed that up. Let's get my other medium drones out. We need to kill these guys as quickly as possible. They are actively going after my drone, so I'm sure the rest of them will. So maybe the Vexor is not the best type of ship to be doing this in. There is a bio thingy here. I'm going to go try to blow this up. Gauge target. We're going to try to get to this conduit quickly. I probably shouldn't be messing around with this too much. So number one, drone problems. Number two, probably need a micro warp drive. So I can get from point A to point B. Ooh, let's go check out and see what's in there. Let's get our drones back. Number three, I screwed up with my guns. I'll explain that when I get done. When I went deadhead, it actually affected my ability of, and I haven't had any of my, well, they really haven't been shooting me. I haven't been hit with anything. All right, so I'm at 9 minutes, so I'm at 3 minutes in. Now let's zoom out. Okay, so the bioadaptive cache is there. Seems to be fairly close to that conduit. So I think I'm still okay. I hope you guys don't mind if I'm talking. I'm kind of using my inside voice outside right now. I am sure there's the stuff you get from this is probably fairly nothing for it being a super simple. Ooh, okay. So I'll take all of that. Got our stuff in here. Activate the gate. So that is gate 1. We need to do 2 more. I am 16 kilometers away, so travel time is important. Activate gate. How close do I have to be to the gate? Do I have to be within 2,500 of it? We're at 901 right now, so we got 16 minutes left, so we're a little bit ahead, but I'm sure this will probably get tougher as we go through. So I'm not going to mess around a whole lot. If I'm taking, can I go through now? There we go. Okay, so we got through the first one. Got to be real careful with my drones now, because if I lose them, I can't kill stuff. Okay, so we got a devoted hunter here. Let's get to this gate as quickly as possible. One's keeping me moving. That's good. I'm going to try to shoot at him first before I put my drones out. Hopefully that will allow me to have him shoot at me instead of my drones. Just wait. 22 kilometers is the range of my guns. Ready, go. Definitely a lot of stuff I can work on here. Ooh, I am hitting him good. Now, let's get my drones out. Go get him, hopefully. I'm going to keep these hornets in here because they're faster. There's only 3 of them. So I'm not hitting him with my guns anymore. I could probably change direction on that, but I'm going to start shooting at this bioadaptive cache now. Ooh, I am changing pace with it, so maybe I can get... Oop, he is hitting me. Good, he's not targeting my drones. So that's a good thing. Question, I'm not really hitting him with my guns, so that's something that I need to do. Maybe go, depending on the... I'm going to see what's in here. We have 14 minutes left, so I'm at 9:03 right now. But I am not killing him, though. That's my problem. I'm not doing much damage at all. Gotta watch my capacitor, too. A lot of stuff going on here. Devoted hunter. So I gotta get my... If I'm going to keep doing these lower level ones, I've got to be able to kill these smaller guys. Either up my tracking or use smaller guns. Okay, he's starting to die now. That's good. So I'm within range of this. Let's loot that. It's worth 100,000. Yes! Woo! That's a lot. It's more for the experience, people. More for the experience. Cool, so he is dead. Let's head toward the next gate and get our drones in. Shift R. One left. One left. Let's reload all just in case. A lot of things to improve here. Made a mistake with my guns to start off with. Making sure that I have the ability to kill small things. You have to kill everything before you leave. So if you can't kill even the smallest thing, it won't let you out. And then you better enter that gate. What is going on here? Enter the conduit. Activate gate. There we go. Okay. So I think I've got 12 minutes left. I'm at 9:05 right now. I will use a timer next time. That will give me my exact amount of time. Okay, so I'm going to start heading toward the gate right away. Notice how my afterburner keeps going while I'm doing this. I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm not going to put my drones out to start off with. Now I can target this and that. As soon as he gets within range, I'm going to fire. Let's get those out. And then let's go ahead. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to get... Yes, there we go. So am I hitting? My scouts are no longer hitting him. So let's turn those off and take this puppy out. I'm going to go ahead and start heading toward it. Doing some damage on him, so I'm feeling comfortable with that. That's good. So that's big. My Vespas are missing him. Interesting. So I'm betting if I pull in 3 Vespas. Okay, return to drone bay. He's dying, but I would like to get him to die faster. going to send out my 3 Hornets. Launch. And send them after him. They should have a better tracking speed and be able to hit him more often. Whoa, no, 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 no. I need my everybody on there. There we go. Okay, that's dead now. Might as well go pick up this stuff. We have 10 minutes left, so we're doing pretty good, I think. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile in here. This is very, very interesting, I gotta say. Okay, so we got some more Triglavian surveys. I have no idea what that does for me. It's not worth much, so. Okay, this guy's almost dead. Show info. You get no bounty for these as well. So it's basically whatever you're getting from these loot boxes. So definitely allow them to shoot at you first so they don't start targeting your drones, at least at this level. Okay. Got that. I'm gonna... What is that? Short range multi-body pylon. Ooh, wait a second. Drones, get out there. We have time. We've got about 9 minutes. I don't know what that is. So let's shoot at it. I'm sure it can't hurt us. So I'm doing some damage. But look at that. See, I'm not doing any real damage. I'm doing tracking pile. Oh, wait. It's picking him. Do I have the time? I'm at 9 minutes and 9 seconds right now. I don't know if... Now what is the... Let's show this info. Attributes. Structure hit points, 20,000 hit points. Okay, so it's structure and it's shield. Armor hit points 20,000. So each one of these is going to take about the same amount. Damage resistance is 33%. Armor damage resistance for kinetic is 25. Okay, so shield is 40. So he's going to take more damage from me when I do the armor, and the structure is going to be at 33. So I am going to go through his armor a little bit faster. Oh, that's one thing. While I am waiting here, I still have some time. I've got about 7 minutes left. I am a distance away from this conduit, so let's give it a little bit. We'll see where we're at in about 2-3 minutes. But I wanted to check to see as far as my resistances. So 42, 0, 44. And I started off at 55, 22, and 56. So the negative goes toward everything, not just your shields or armor. It is toward all things. So in other words, you want to come in here doing armor damage, or doing explosive damage, and knowing that you're going to be hit with resistance. What is here? 80% tracking. Okay, so this thing that I'm shooting right now is giving the things that would be shooting at me an 80% tracking bonus. I've got 6 minutes left. You know what? I'm not taking a chance. There may be something in there, but I have learned a lot. I'm going to get my drones in here, and we are going to head home. I want to take a chance. This is my first time. You guys might be laughing at me who have done these before. Go ahead and turn my guns off. I'm not going to do enough damage. I don't think I can kill that, or it's going to be super close. And I don't want to take that chance. I'm getting out of here with about 5.5 minutes left. There we go. I am home. Woohoo! What is this here? Unable to tether blocked. Interesting. Okay. So let's go ahead and dock up, and I will tell you guys where a couple. I will just kind of run through my head real quick what I'm thinking off the top of my head. Number one, definitely not doing the right type of damage. Number two, if I'm going to be shield tanked, and I'm going to, depending on what it is, like this was explosive, I want to either buff my shield bonuses to that for explosive, or whichever one I'm going negatively against. I got to look at that and make sure. Um, on these lower levels, I am sure there's a lot of other things that you've got to deal with. Number three, the drones. I need to make sure that they're not out before I get shot for the first time or I attack for the first time, because they targeted my drones right off the bat. Probably, I think if I remember when this first came out a while ago, they said that the NPCs act a little bit smarter in here, so they may do different things. So that's interesting. Um, so armors, damage, that got to figure out, is a Vexor a worthwhile ship to use for this, or should I go with a Thorax or some other ship? I'm going to keep going with the Vexor because I have one built. What I made the mistake was the reason why I couldn't activate this gun was whenever I got rid of when I went into my Deadhead clone, it had given me the bonuses that allowed me to increase my power grid and CPU. And I'm betting that whenever I switched out of that, it took away some of my CPU, because my CPU is real low right here. And so that automatically shut, and I had my guns linked, so it shut down all of them because one of them couldn't be activated. So that was a mistake there. So a lot of little things that I can work on and have fun with. You saw what I got. So I did get some other Tranquil filaments, so I can mess around with those and try. Now they're all different. I had the Gamma one that I just did, but it gave me an exotic and an electrical, and a dark. So I could try each one of those. Maybe I'll do a video on those. I don't know what these are. These Triglavian surveys. Let's see here. Does it give me a description? Initial analysis of the database in case it contains attributes. I'm wondering if it's just like coal that you get from the data sites. Full recovery and deciphering of data requires specialist skills and equipment. So we'll just hold on to that till I find out what it is. So, hey, had a lot of fun. If you want to check out the previous video, please do. It kind of explains why and how I'm doing what I'm doing. And, ooh, oh no, that doesn't. So maybe there are other things that I can read. Now that I've done it for the first time, I'll do a little bit more research on it. If you guys want to drop any ideas or thoughts into the comments, please do. I will try to reference them in the next video, just like I did in this one, so it helps anybody who's watching these and learn from my mistakes and your knowledge. So that's about it. Wow, this went longer than the one before, and that's good. So, hey, that's all I got for tonight. You guys have a great one. You fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however like you want, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.